the narrative is Game did Kendrick because he said he chose pick a side. He chose homicide. I said, bro, Game don't do no sneak dissing. When he say something, he gonna say it.
I mean, you never know. If Kendrick felt a way about Drake coming to Compton, he might feel a way about his record.
Me and Top Dog killed that shit 2 weeks ago. Ain't gonna happen. Y'all not gonna see it. Actually, Kendrick is gonna be in the studio with Game in 3 days.
You're lying. No, you're lying.
Yeah.
Wack, you're lying.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the studio with Game in 3 days.
Wack, you're lying.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'll make a bet with you. I'll make a bet that it happens. Hold on. You like making bets? Can we make a bet?
What?
I make a bet that Kendrick will not be in the studio with Game in 3 days.
You saying that Kendrick ain't gonna be in there in 3 days?
He will not be in the studio with the Game in 3 days.
Okay, here go the bet. You can't stream for 12 months.
Yo, Wack, stop capping, bro. That's cap. First of all, this how I know you didn't even listen to the documentary 3. You probably just heard the No Break song and that's it, right? Now, you're saying that Game didn't diss Kendrick on the documentary 3. He actually did, okay? He said him and Kendrick don't got no problems, right? But then he said he played Kendrick in the car. The hoes don't play Kendrick. That's a diss, right? When you say the hoes don't play Kendrick, that's a blatant diss, bruh. And No Breaks is basically, it's a response to the TDE guy basically saying that Kendrick felt some type of way about Drake doing the 100 song with Game and them shooting the video in Compton. Because that's the city where Kendrick is from, just like Game. So that's a diss. That's 100% a diss. So if you think Game is going to link up with Kendrick in the studio in 3 days, that's not happening, bro. That is not happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to sit here and act like they're going to do a song together and Game's going to pull up. Now, I'm not saying if Game pulls up, Kendrick's going to do anything because, Kendrick's not stupid, right? Game's like, 6'4". He's a blood. We all know the Game will definitely squabble. I'm not saying Kendrick Lamar's going to try to fight Game, but I don't see that happening, bro. I don't see Game pulling up to the studio with Kendrick if he's in. Now, if he shows up unannounced, that's different. But if you think, like, he's invited, like TDE Punch and Kendrick invited him to the studio, hell nah. Nigga just sent shots. If anything, Kendrick going to the studio in 3 days to record a response to the Game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I think Wack, bro, like, I think you just be talking to talk sometimes, bro. I know that you're not known for lying. You do be true most of the time, but I just don't see that happening, bro. Kendrick basically told Game to pick a side, right? The Game picked a side. He's riding with Drake, right? He's staying low to Drake. Drake is on the album. Kendrick Lamar's not on the documentary 3. So if Game is making it clear that, he's rocking with Drake, right? Why would the Game pull up to the studio because the thing is, he's not saying that the Game's going to do a song with Kendrick. He's just saying he's pulling up to the studio with Kendrick, right? And that's possible. That's possible. I don't think anybody's going to try to stop the Game from pulling up to the studio with Kendrick, but Wack is trying to make it seem like there's no beef or no hostility, and he's trying to make it seem like the Game and Kendrick is about to do a song together, and that's not happening, bro.
In no shape, form, you can't go on nobody's stream. You can't turn on your stream. If you stream, every time you stream, you got to give me 100,000.
Okay.
You ready back?
Wait, hold on. And then in the reverse,
if you went wrong,
in reverse,
I'll be coming to live with you for a year.
Hold on. No. In reverse, listen, your queen, I would never deprive you from that. In reverse, you can't be on Clubhouse for 12 months.
That's too easy, I'm barely on there now. My team just
stop it. The 100 side would die without you.
Hey, yo. Act, they ready to go in on you because you like 4 months late on telling them you gonna pull up.
Who?
You, nigga. You done told them 4 times you pulling up.
Who? Wait, who though? 100 side. No, I got you. Well, if you say you barely on it, that's why. Hold on, I got a real question for you though. Because I was planning.
Hey, chat, y'all know what it is, bro? Wack is trying to do everything in his power to stop the Game and Kendrick from going into a rap beef. Because Wack feels like the Game is not going to win, right? And listen, I think a majority of people would think that Kendrick would win a rap beef between the Game. Let me explain why. Kendrick has been crowned the king of the West Coast by Snoop. You feel me? Like, he's the number one artist from Cali right now, right? Like, if we're being honest, like, he's really the only Cali rapper that's really popping like that. Let's really talk about it. I mean, besides Tyler the Creator, I don't even really consider Tyler a rapper for real, right? He's more like I don't know what you put him in, but I don't consider him like a real rapper for real. But y'all get what I'm saying, right? So you got Kendrick, Tyler the Creator, Schoolboy Q fell off. Who else from Cali really is doing something like on the mainstream level? Nobody really. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else fell off, right? So Wack knows if Game and Kendrick start rap beefing, right? I feel like Wack feels like Kendrick is gonna smoke Game. And I think that's kind of crazy because Wack's been the Game's manager for forever. Like, because I think totally opposite. I think the Game would put belt the ass on Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Like, but see, a lot of people, it really don't matter what the Game does. There's gonna be a group of people, it doesn't matter what Kendrick Lamar says, they're gonna automatically pick Kendrick over. It's kind of like when the Game had the verses with YG, right? Anybody that watched that verses, the Game clearly beat YG in that versus battle. But you know why YG won? Because YG has more radio hits. YG has more recent hits within the last 10 years, right? And when YG was playing songs, he was playing songs that people, he was playing songs that people was familiar with. So if you weren't a Game fan back in the early 2000s, right? If you weren't listening to Game like that, the Game played a lot of songs that you might not know. You understand what I'm saying? Because the Game is not one of those artists that has a bunch of radio hit songs like a YG. So I feel like the same thing would happen with Kendrick and Game. I feel like it don't really matter what Kendrick do. No matter what Kendrick puts out, as long as he's dissing Game, they're going to say Kendrick cooked Game. Because he just got done beating the number one rapper in the world in a rap beef. He beat Drake. So it's like, how you going to beat Drake and lose the Game? But if people really listen to the diss songs, if they ever come out, if they really listen to what the Game is saying on some lyrical shit, right? They'll say Game wins, but that's not what rap beef is about anymore. Like, people don't really care about lyrics like that no more, bruh. Niggas is out here playing NBA Youngboy, Playboy Cardi. Niggas really just want to hear some disrespectful shit, right? Like, why do y'all think people like the Not Like Us record so much? Because it was catchy, the beat was fire, nigga was calling Drake a pedophile, even though that's cap, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was real clever with it. And I could see Kendrick doing the same thing to the Game. Now, this is the problem though, right? The Game is from Compton. Kendrick is from Compton. The Game is literally Kendrick's OG. The Game literally kicked the doors down for a rapper like Kendrick to even be a thing, right? So if you got Kendrick, who waited until he was almost 40 to drop a West Coast gangbanging type album like he did with GNX, right? The Game's been doing that since he first came out. The Game is a blood. He's been gangbanging since he first started rapping, right? It'll look real funny if Kendrick doesn't take that approach with Game, because you just did it with Drake. And it's kind of corny how, like, you did it with Drake and you was playing a black card, basically saying, Drake's not like us. He's not from the hood. He's from Canada. He's not fully black. He's biracial. You know what I'm saying? We basically was like calling Drake soft and a punk, right? And that's something that's been said about Drake since he first came out. Kendrick can't do that with the Game. The Game is a real street nigga, real blood, right? Kendrick can't do that with Game. So that's what I'm trying to ask people, like, what do y'all even think Kendrick would say to the Game in a rap beef? The only thing I could think of is what? You're going to pull up the 50 Cent beef? You're going to pull up the G Unit? Is he going to take the approach like, you signed to a New York nigga? What is he going to say? Because if you try to say some tough guy gangster shit, you can't do that with the Game, bruh. Because the Game is really like that. Game will really pull up on Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, bruh, I think it's too many things that can go wrong if the Game and Kendrick start beefing with each other, because there's a lot of Bloods and Crips that ride with Kendrick. And there's a lot of Bloods and Crips that ride with Game. And it's going to put people in a situation where they're going to have to pick a side. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to have to pick a side, bruh. And, Kendrick being the bigger artist right now, I think a lot of people would side with Kendrick over Game. But if Kendrick starts saying some crazy shit, like some disrespectful shit, Game is gonna pull up on Kendrick and them niggas can end up squabbling, bruh. So I don't think Kendrick's gonna respond to Game at all. I think Kendrick's gonna act like this never happened. And I just hope that hip hop and rap media holds Kendrick accountable the same way you guys would hold Drake accountable, right? Like, all of you guys want Drake to go back to the studio and diss Jay-Z again, right? All of you guys are hoping that Jay-Z puts an album out this year and he's dissing Drake, right? I want to see it too. So if y'all want to see Drake beef with Jay-Z, then y'all should want to see Kendrick beef with Game. But I'm not hearing people say that though. I'm hearing a lot of people like Wack, Charlemagne, Ebro. Y'all are basically saying Kendrick shouldn't even respond, and I don't understand why. I don't care if the Game has dissed everybody. I don't care. Like, y'all gotta stop picking and choosing who y'all want to do certain things, bro. Y'all want Drake to beef with the whole rap game, but y'all don't want Kendrick to beef with the Game. Y'all think it's a waste of time. You can't make this shit up, bro. This is exactly why I think rap and hip hop has fallen off, and it's gonna continue to fall off because you got these hip hop media guys that they don't keep that same energy. Akademiks and Poetic Flacco, and you know, these are the niggas that they keep it 100, bro. These older niggas that's in their 40s and 50s, bro, y'all literally pick and choose who beef stick y'all want to ride, bro. It's so obvious, bro. So with that being said, let me know what y'all think about this video. It's your boy Days. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, click that hype button for your boy. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. I'm out.